is the guy with the thinning hair, making things on YouTube from his chair, sitting at his workbench, grin so white, he might be there naked, close your eyes. Buckman's Model Mania with plastic.
Hey everybody, welcome. We've got Ken here as well to produce. And
good evening.
Good evening. Anybody who's on the Discord knows that it took me a little while. Well, it took only about a week to get. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this part. These came within the first week. These took another week, and so I was doing something else by then. But here's the fun part. These two bags were $6. The shipping was $26.
Ouch.
Yeah, well, Lego has a thing when you buy spare parts, if you don't break, I think it was if you don't break $14 on the parts, what they do is they charge you an extra $7 on the first one and $7 on the second one. So if you buy two 5-cent pieces, you're paying $14.10 plus shipping.
Wow.
Yeah, but I had to have them because otherwise I couldn't finish this thing. And those are all parts I had on hand in my spares box. So, and I have to tell on myself. I'm gonna. Where is it? I'm gonna do it again. Let me find my cursor. So as soon as Ken walked in, I did this. There it is.
Yeah, what the hell? Scared the shit out of me.
I had to. You're right, Donnie. I probably should have just bought extra parts, but I didn't know what I was going to need, so we'll see what happens. Of course, if I bought real Legos, I wouldn't have that problem.
At least this pile isn't as big as the one from the previous couple weeks.
Yes. Well, this is only bag 21.
Oh, okay.
And the one thing that I don't have that comes in bag 21 from Lego that didn't come because it didn't show it in bag 21 was this guy's hair and his arms.
Okay.
So I have a guy with no arms, but he's got legs.
So you're saying he's not Bob?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Or
so
Phil.
Getting going right away. And oh, by the way, I will tell you guys right off the bat, at the end of the stream, I'm no longer running through like Keith just did everything that's going on for a week. I have a 15-second video plus my normal outro afterwards that lists everything there. So if you want to catch what is scheduled, which is the normal schedule, unfortunately I don't have Jody on there because I didn't know that he was going to be on Saturday. But it's one of these things, just pause the video. Everything is there. It's so much easier. I'm lazy. Okay. So bag 22. And Don, the reason I wasn't going to tell them that I was missing more parts is because this is not Lego. It's off-brand Lego. And since I read that, I'll star that one.
Donnie says that's the lazy way to do it, Buck.
Absolutely. But let's see. Yeah. And Donnie did come in here and he said he thought you were going to entertain me 13 minutes ago. And I said, oh, and first, and I said, I'll entertain you soon. And second. Okay, so step one, take this part, set it there. That's a hard step. Okay.
I don't have it there. I have it over here, but I don't have it there.
Ah. And then the first two parts that I knew when I looked in the back, throughout the stuff, I knew I didn't have these. And Donnie did mention, I think it was Donnie that mentioned, I have a hat to sort my Legos now. I do have the sorting hat. It will show up sometime. And it's going to be amazing because there's going to be absolutely no spare parts in this bag. I know this for a fact.
And I have some
And-
trivia prepared for tonight as well.
Very cool. I do have to say, Legos really actually are pretty inexpensive per piece. Unless you, and they've been that expensive forever. They've been about $0.10 a piece forever. I looked up a kit that I bought in, what was I had to be around 13, so it was 1978. I bought the Moonlander. I remember specifically it was $26 and it has 300 parts in it. So Lego parts pieces have not gone up over the last 50 years.
Don says, pace yourself. You're old.
I am. That's why I was out in the garage today for about 2 hours. And after I got done, I came inside and I took a nap because I are old.
Yeah, I had a nap today too. It was nice.
Naps are great, aren't they?
They are.
One of the greatest inventions ever.
I feel bad for being so mean to naps when I was a kid.
I know. But, you know, they catch up in the end.
They do.
Oh, and I will not, in the foreseeable future, be doing face cam like I have, where I've had it up in the corner. Because for some reason, StreamYard and OBS are not getting along lately.
Yeah, I think Andrew was having an issue with the two of them together.
Yeah, well, I know how to fix it if it fixes it again, but it's ridiculous that I have to keep doing this. And
Donnie
it's
says,
basic-
Donnie
Dad.
says, nap. What's that? Don't
it's
worry,
this
Donnie.
thing that old people. It's this thing that old people do.
You'll retire soon enough, and you'll find out how wonderful
Yep.
they are.
And what you have to do in OBS is you delete your virtual camera and then you reinstall it. But I've done that twice in the last couple of weeks, and it just keeps screwing up.
Okay. Donnie says they work fine together on my computer.
Just you wait. You'll get old someday, and then they won't.
Donnie says, you can sleep when you're dead.
Absolutely. That's what I always say.
But this isn't sleep. This is more wonderful, Donnie. It's a nap.
Yes. It's a nap. Spider!
Ah! Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I did that on purpose. Didn't mean to scare you that bad, though. I will be honest. I thought very seriously about when you came in doing this one.
Mm.
It's kind of like Alec and the Alien one. We always play the Alien one for Alec.
The fun police are here.
Oh, no, not the fun police.
Always come and ruin everybody's fun.
That's right up there with mandatory fun.
Steven's here. Hey, Steven.
Hey, Stephen Haynes, how you doing? Hope you're having a great evening, or actually
Middle of
late
the night.
evening over there.
Well, today's first category
Huh?
in trivia is monsters.
Is it monsters we know, or
Some people may know them.
I mean, like, is it Alec?
No.
Oh,
Question
okay.
number one here. Well, kind of giving you an idea. According to legend, what three-headed monster was said to guard the entrance to Hades?
Ah,
According to legend, what three-headed monster was said to guard the entrance to Hades?
I know this one.
There you go.
I know this one. I saw it.
Steven says my wife.
No, you saw it in Harry Potter. It was Fluffy.
Donnie says, yes, cats are monsters. And then he says, here, doggy. Don says, Hydra.
Wait, Don's wrong? Don.
Stephen Haynes says, Hydra. You know, if Alec was here, he'd say Hydra.
Yes, he would. But he's watching a movie.
Donnie says, Cerberus.
Thank you, Donnie. Oh, no wonder I can't find it. It's clear.
What are you looking for that's clear?
One there. They're not completely clear. They're smoky. And
Don says Seth MacFarlane.
yes. But these parts, it's kind of funny because I looked up and I have bookmarked a French site where the French do, we already know that French do some strange things. You can rent Lego sets in France.
Oh, rent them, you say?
Yes.
Yes. So let's hope you don't lose any pieces.
Yeah. Well, and you're renting them from other members. But on that same site, they list all the parts in a bag. Lego, you can go to the Lego site and they list all the parts in the entire kit. This site lists all the parts in each individual bag.
That's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, it is. Especially if you're missing a piece or a bag.
So the answer to question number 1 was Cerberus.
Yep.
So that should give you an idea of what I mean when I say monsters. I'm not talking Monsters, Inc. There's no Monsters, Inc. questions in here.
And I know what Don was thinking. I know that monster. Greek mythology.
Yes.
And I'm going to leave it at that because you might have that as an answer.
No.
Oh, okay.
Not Greek mythology, but yeah. Anyway, Donnie says, woof, woof, woof.
No, a Hydra is a dragon, basically.
Basically, yeah. Starts off with 3 heads, and every time you cut off a head, 2 grow back.
2. Yep. And in Harry Potter, and I think it was the Sorcerer's Stone, Hagrid had a Cerberus. His name was Fluffy. He was guarding the stone. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Donnie said Hydras have more than 3 heads. Don says, enjoy laughing, boy. Hey.
Well, they start out with 3. Maximum they will have is 8. And also, Hercules killed one.
Yes.
Oh, no. Did I miss a part when I ordered these? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Or if you go back to more of the traditional name, is Heracles, not Hercules.
Yeah. That is true.
Yeah. Anyway, I remembered something from school all those years ago. Something I learned came useful.
Yeah.
Jody's here. Jody said, like the hit button. Hey, Buck
yes.
again.
Hey, Jody. And thank you for saying like the hit button.
Yeah, that hit button doesn't get enough likes.
Yeah. Did you wipe it off when you came in? It might still be gooey from Ken's stream.
You mean Keith's stream?
That too.
Because I've never had a stream.
Keith's stream.
Unless you count what I did in the toilet between your stream and Keith's stream.
Yeah, we need to fix that sometime.
Yeah, maybe I'll stream someday.
If
Someday.
you ever do, I will gladly produce for you.
All right then. Oh, Dawn says nobody likes Buck. LOL.
Me either. I don't like that guy. Do you like that guy?
I'm Canadian. I like most people.
Ah, there's that.
I'm more of a stereotypical Canadian in that way. Because not all Canadians are nice. Trust
You mean
me,
that you
I know.
like most everybody, and except for the ones that you have to say sorry to?
Yeah, sorry. I like most people until they give me a reason not to like them.
There is that. And somehow, for some reason, I identify with that these days.
We'll move on to question 2 in the category of monsters. Oh, one second here. Jody says, I was just saying to Mary that I would like to see a weekly Ken's Hobby Bench stream. Seriously, we just talked about it. All right. I don't know what I would do on that weekly stream, but I guess I would just pick models out at random and build them.
Well, I think, don't you still have a book nook to do? Or something along that lines?
Well, I do have some wood stuff now. I can draw on Woody Wednesday tomorrow.
Very cool.
I
That would
have
be awesome.
a Klingon Bird of Prey and a USS Enterprise.
I will tell you, having done them on the Friday stream, or no, was it Friday? No, it was Sunday.
That was the Sunday Christmas stream.
No, it was this past Sunday. I built them. Yes.
So somebody was building it on the Christmas stream as well, I think.
Jody knocked it out.
Jody was doing it.
Yeah, Jody knocked it out in no time flat. The Bird of Prey is a whole lot easier than the Enterprise.
Okay.
Oops.
All right. So next question under the category of monsters. This one's a hard one. And I mean it, like seriously, you have to know your monster mythology. So, question 2: what mythological monster was said to be produced when a chicken egg was hatched under a toad or serpent? What mythological monster was said to be produced when a chicken egg was hatched under a toad or serpent?
I did not know that.
Oh, okay. Jody says, all you would have to do is be yourself. Well, thank you. Jody, good guess. Cockatrice. Stephen Haynes says pass.
I was thinking harpy.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jody. Cockatrice. Yeah. I thought Donnie might know this one.
Donnie
it is a monster. There's a monster that appears in Dungeons and Dragons, as well as other video games that were along that line. If you played Magic the Gathering, it was in Magic the Gathering.
I did play Magic the Gathering for a short while I was in Korea.
Yeah. I played some in the Army as well, and then a whole bunch outside the Army.
Did you hear about the unique card? I can't remember the inventors of Magic the Gathering's name, but he did do a unique card. There was only one of them in existence.
It sounds familiar, but yeah, I don't know for sure.
Well, the card was called Marriage, and it was how he proposed to his girlfriend at the time.
Oh, okay.
And it said, I don't remember everything that was on the card, but basically it was, you marry the person who plays this card against you.
Okay.
She blocked it.
Nice.
She did marry him, but during the game, she blocked it.
Nice. I'll give you guys a bit of a hint. This creature was more lizard-like, seeing it was born under a toad or a lizard, and it has the ability to paralyze or turn to stone, I think. He says a basilisk.
Yeah. That's the one I was trying to think.
So, yeah, the answer is a basilisk.
It's going to be embarrassing if I missed ordering a part. Oh, there it was.
There it is.
Hiding. Yeah, it was hiding right here. You could see it.
Or Gorgon.
It was here like this. You could see it. I could not.
Yes. Gorgons, I think, were they not like they had the ability to paralyze as well, but they were more Titaness creatures. I think they appeared in like the Wrath of the Titans and stuff like that.
Another possibility that just came to mind is a Medusa.
Yeah, a Medusa, I think, falls in the category of being a Gorgon. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Donnie says Medusa was a Gorgon.
Ah.
Yeah, Donnie said, don't look into their eyes.
Donnie, reading my mind before I say what I was going to say is not fair. You're not supposed to be showing your psychic powers.
Yeah, I went and saw the doctor. He said I was psychic or psychotic. It doesn't really matter anyway. You want to come over sometime?
Was one of those.
I'd love to have you for dinner.
Oh, wait. Oh, look. This is one of those really cool times that you got the little thing sticking out here, and they say, put it here.
Oh.
But it doesn't stay. Oh, okay. I'm a dork. They say put it here. I was looking at the wrong spot.
Well, that'll do it.
Yep.
Donnie says Medusa was her name. Cool. Thanks, Donnie. And then Donnie said, yes, I'm a psychic.
He's a psycho.
Okay, this one I find is a little easier. That last one I didn't know until I was reading through monster stuff. I just wanted to see if anybody would know it. This one here I knew before I was reading through. So question number 3. According to Irish mythology, what will happen if you hear a banshee's cry? According to Irish mythology, what will happen if you hear a banshee's cry?
Hey, Gordon.
Hey, Gordon.
My guess would have to be bad things.
Yeah, I guess.
It's also an easy way of saying, I don't
know. Jody said, I like Jody's answer. Pee your pants?
Could be.
That very well could happen. Especially if you're on a dark and, kind of foggy night there in the marshes.
Oh, you mean like the Great American novel that Snoopy's always trying to write?
Yes.
It was a dark and stormy night.
Yep. It was a dark and stormy night. I decided to take a creative writing class.
He's been writing that novel for like the last 60 years.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So question again is, according to Irish mythology, what will happen if you hear a banshee's cry? Any guesses other than peeing your
This is-
pants?
This
Something
is what
much
it
worse
sounds
will
like.
happen.
This is what it sounds like when banshees cry.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see this piece. 2 more of this piece. And this time it's not hiding behind something.
Ooh. Did it say ×3 in the instructions and you only ordered 1?
Yep.
Ah,
It does say ×3, but I think the thing I looked at only had 1. I mean, I ordered exactly what was in the listing.
Jody's saying you enter a trance-like state and go to the source of the sound. Okay. Donnie says there will be a death in the family.
Ooh,
Okay.
that sounds more like it. Ha!
You got
I am
spares?
nothing. No, I don't have a spare, but I'm inventive because this piece here looks a lot like these 2 pieces put together.
Well, there you go. Jody, you cracked me up. He's like a cartoon character floating towards a pie on the windowsill. Don says, gotta love the internet.
Yep, that's okay. I'm further ahead than I would have been without the internet. I wouldn't have the parts at all.
Jody says, I know, right? It has boobs on it.
Jeez. Actually, let's put the actual full piece. Let go.
Jody, have you used your mug I sent you? I want to make sure you stay hydrated. Yep. That's the only thing I really use for drinking water these days.
Same here.
Jody says on New Year's Eve. There you go. Just not recommended for hot beverages. If you read the directions, it's just only because of the lid and the straw.
Yeah.
If you order a separate lid for it, you can use it for hot beverages.
And if you, because what I do is I'll fill it up to about here with ice.
Yeah.
And it will hold the ice and the water cold for at least a full day. It's very cool that way.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I'll fill mine up before I go to bed. I wake up in the morning, it's still, cold.
Yep.
Or at least cool. Let's see. Jody says it holds over 2 coffees with 40 Creek. Nice. Donnie says, I'm drinking from my mug right now.
I would be, but I have tea.
Jody said, Mary's getting me the hot lid. I just didn't use it then. Yeah, it's exactly. Not that you want to drink coffee with a straw if it's hot coffee.
Why not?
And Howard's here. Hey, Howard.
Hey, Howard.
Says, the answer is they were looking for One-Eyed Willie's treasure to save the city. Exactly. That's what I say. All right. So Donnie was pretty much correct. It's a death of a loved one. But so yeah, death of a family member or death of a loved one is what supposedly happens when you hear the banshees cry. Question 4. What does the Wendigo of Native American mythology eat? What does the Wendigo of Native American mythology eat?
Rice Krispie treats.
If you're a fan of Wolverine, I know Wolverine fought one. I know if you like the show Supernatural, they had to go up against one. Several other movies. Donnie said 40 Creek. That's not Irish whiskey. Jody said, whenever I lose a loved one, I pee my pants. Well, then I guess, okay, you're right then, too.
Oops, this way.
Howard says, your spirit. Donnie says, people. Like Soylent Green?
Soylent Green is people. Uh-oh, spoiler alert.
Don says, your soul.
I agree with the soul. First time I ever saw or heard of a Wendigo was in the movie called Wendigo in the 70s, and it was on HBO, which was the only movie channel at the time.
Jody says, Wendigo eats Winnebagels. Oh, we got Vonix here. He says, what are the cons of fake Lego?
Much better
Welcome to the
price.
stream. Much better price. That's not really a con, though.
If the only real con I've run into, there's two. Sometimes, like, I don't know, the Eiffel Tower is one. I threw that one away rather than rebuild it after we moved. Sometimes they do not stick as well. And more importantly, more importantly, because you can glue them. More importantly, if you are missing pieces, you have to buy them.
And it sounds like that does happen more so than with Lego.
It does, but I have probably 15 or 20 sets, and I've only had this is the first time I've had a bag missing. Wait, knock on wood. And I've never had a problem with them, to be honest. Jody says his did not have instructions.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's why I go to the Lego site. If I buy a fake Lego that is a knockoff of an actual Lego set, I go to the Lego website and I download the instructions.
Is Jody talking about his Lego, or I didn't know Jody got Lego, or is he talking about his mug didn't come with instructions?
Wait, you got him a Lego mug? I didn't get one of those.
Okay, Donnie says, are you sure, Buck?
I am sure.
Don asks Jody if do you need cream cheese with that? Howard says, did you ever watch the series called The Last Ship? I did.
I did too.
I didn't watch all of it, but I watched most of the first season, I think. He said, Tim, in that one episode, they found out that they were killing off survivors and taking them to the incinerator to power the rest of the town. Ooh.
I am missing another piece.
Howard says, if you said it doesn't have Lego thing, it might have a QR code that you have to scan in, which will take you to the instructions. I've had that before.
This could be heinous. Not really.
You're heinous.
My heinous?
Yeah. So the answer is Wendigos eat humans or people. I guess technically your soul is part of that, or your spirit. Yeah, but they eat people.
Oh, wait. Let me break out the small box of spare pieces.
Question number 5.
I'm going to mute for a second.
Sure. Found in Native American mythology, the beating of which bird's wings were said to cause storms? found in Native American mythology, the beating of which bird's wings were said to cause storms?
Would that be the Ford Falcon? Oh, wait. Wrong bird. Sorry.
Donnie says, see, I asked if you were sure, Buck. Oh, Jody says, I was talking about the no-name Legos. I didn't get instructions. Don says, Thunderbirds.
No,
Jody
Falcon. Ford Falcon.
Jody says, Phoenix. Howard says, Eagle. Donnie says, yep, Thunderbird.
See, Donnie, I got around the problem.
There you go. You made do.
Yep. And if I couldn't find something, it would be easy enough to say, take this one here, since it's in just the outside is what's going to show. I are experiments with Lego.
So yeah, Steven says, Jody, sometimes with non-Lego, you need a QR code that's on the bag of parts. And Jody says, yes, there is one, Stephen. And there you go.
Well, and here is the bonus of the non-Lego. I'm sure pretty much everybody here has heard of the Death Star that Lego released.
The old one or the new one?
The new one. The $1,000 one.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, but how do you feel about $168?
Yeah, that's more realistic.
That's what I have coming. Andrea bought that thing for me.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yep.
Howard says, take this job and shove it. I ain't working down here no more, woman, and I love to all the reason I was working for better not try to stand my way because I'm walking out the door. Take this job.
Apparently, I had spare pieces. I don't know how I had spare pieces, but I have spare pieces.
Well, you never know. You can start building something else. Build a Millennium Falcon.
We were talking on Keith's stream a little bit about the what I had to do with the Disney one, where I had to just dump all the parts out. The Millennium Falcon, which is roughly 1/43rd scale, I think it was 7,000 pieces or 5,000. I don't remember. That one did not come in bags like this. It came in bags of, you got your 1x1 blocks, and that one was intense. I have that one.
Wow.
I
Jody's saying the printing on this card with the code is in Mandarin, so it's not clear to him what it's for. He figured he'd just bring it. It brings you to an ad for more. But apparently that's for the instructions. Sorry about that. And you were saying?
And if you know, Donnie's like, the Fago version of the new Death Star for $168? Where? AliExpress.
I'm just going to quickly interrupt here. The answer was a Thunderbird.
That's what I thought. But
the Thunder Chicken.
I do have to say I have a little bit of, I guess you'd call it an advantage, having lived in Alaska. Because that's where thunder chickens are on totem poles a lot. And I don't remember what I was saying.
All right, then. Howard says, my phone cannot understand me. It missed a few words. That song in a movie, yes. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Yes, I know the song. But yes, definitely missed a few words.
Yes, there it is. Jody's got it. The Thunder Cougar Falcon Bird.
Yeah, there we go.
They made a car.
Okay, so that was it for monsters.
He's a monster.
The next category is 1960s music.
Hey, wait. I was there for part of it.
You were
at
there.
least.
Well, hopefully you should be able to answer all these questions.
Maybe.
All right, then. Question number 1. Hello, Darkness, My Old Friend is the opening line of which song by Simon and Garfunkel? Hello, Darkness, My Old Friend is the opening line of which song by Simon and Garfunkel?
I know this one.
These are much easier questions, I think.
And
to me, they were.
The better version came through my head. There we go. The better version was done by Disturbed.
I completely agree.
And as soon as I thought of that, you said that song, and I thought that version, I got chills.
That song does give chills.
Yes.
By Disturbed. So we have Donnie. It was said Sound of Silence. Jody says Sound of Silence. Dawn says Sound of Silence. Howard says YMCA, Village People, Led Zeppelin, Janis Joplin's mom is the Papa's Elvis. All right. Donnie says Disturbed version is awesome. Steven
YMCA is a 70s song.
Yes, it is.
Howard, your DeLorean is set on the wrong decade.
Yep, and that song was in my Navy questions from last week. Howard said that's my answer for all of them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Gordon says Disturbed Sound of Silence. Yes. Awesome
Howard
song.
saying he's going to get his wrong answers out of the way now.
Oh, well, all right then. And the music video for Disturbed, you got to watch for that song too. It adds extra, gives you more chills, I find, or adds extra goosebumps or whatever.
Yeah.
Howard says, "Hush, Buck. I'm saying YMCA, and I'm sticking to it. I don't care." So, what is it you're building here? Obviously, it's the Hogwarts castle, but do you know what part is this? Like a top level, or?
This is one of the outbuildings, actually.
Okay.
The castle
really go to the
itself.
bathroom?
Yes.
Okay.
The castle itself, for the most part, looking at it, I finished up last time I worked on the castle.
Right. Okay.
The main castle with the dining hall and everything. This is one of the outbuildings. Probably, my guess is it'll have the. Oh, here we go. I just looked at it. I'm not going to bring it over. I moved it today, and I felt something shift. I'm like, no. But no, it attaches to the backside next to the tower. Matter of fact,
Dawn's favorite song, Against the Lights. Dawn says, "Candles forever." Here.
Oh, there it is. I was looking for the book.
So yes, the answer was The Sound of Silence. And quickly, while you're doing that, I'll read the next question. Question number 2. What is the title of the Beach Boys song which has the following lyrics? I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip.
That is so funny because as soon as before you said any of the words, I had that tune running through my head.
What is the title of the Beach Boys song which has the following lyrics? I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip.
So
Joyce
as far as
Surf
I can
City.
tell, so as far as I can tell, I'm
Mhm.
building this part right here. Would be where my thumb is.
Yep.
And then there's going to be another part here and the bridge.
Okay. Dawn says I get around. Donnie says I get around. Well, it's good to know you get around. See, Howard says Yellow Submarine, which is a Beatles song.
Yes, indeed.
Donnie says, yep, Surf City. Stephen Headstein says Surf City. And Jody says, ooh, pointy. Talking about your towers there.
Yes. Come on. I put this one in the wrong spot. So, the question is, as far as the ones that I'm building.
Yep.
And I mean, this is probably based on 2 hours a week, at least a month away. But what do I build next?
You had that truck, right? That semi?
I do still have the semi.
That would be nice. I mean, that's my opinion. You were showing those other cars as well. You did one of them though, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Well, and see, that's the thing is I've got the Hogwarts Express.
Oh, okay.
I've got the Sorting Hat. I've got the Bugatti coming. I've got the start. I will be, for the foreseeable future, I will be building Legos.
All right, then.
I have a ton of them.
So the answer is I get around.
Round, round, get around, I get around.
Ah.
Like I said, as soon as you said Beach Boys, that tune popped into my head.
People think of music a lot of times like older classics. They don't really think of the Beach Boys as much. They get a lot of good songs, in my opinion.
I love the Beach Boys.
Yep.
It's just like I am one of the. I'm a little odd. I'm sure you've heard of this little band like Glenn Miller.
Yeah.
I love In the Mood.
Yep. Da 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 da.
Big band era was awesome. I wish I'd have been around for it.
Howard says, so Buck tried to make me spend money today. Unfortunately, he failed. I already had bought and built that model.
That's okay. I'll find something else for you to buy and build. I mean, Howard, I am the expert at making you build or buy money or buy stuff and build. I don't think anybody else has gotten him to spend, between the two of them, I think it was like $600.
Ooh, yeah. Question number 3. Which song by Creedence Clearwater Revival was strongly associated with the Vietnam War and the anti-war movement? Which song by Creedence Clearwater Revival was strongly associated with the Vietnam War and the anti-war movement?
Is that the one that every helicopter has a little switch on the dash?
Yes, it is. But not the one from Apocalypse Now. Don says, it ain't me. Donnie says, Fortunate Son.
That's the one.
Which is Don. Yeah, Don, you've got the same song. Fortunate Son has the line, it ain't me in it. Don points up, yep.
It's sad they don't make music like that anymore.
No. They don't, unfortunately. Times they are changing.
Yep. By the way, I think using this towel helps a lot. Oh, that was a good one too.
19? Yes. 19 is a very good song. But this is the CCR song
No, it's not.
that I'm talking about.
Yep.
So the answer is Fortunate Son.
And I think it was what Howard's talking about is, I believe, in Tropic Thunder, there was a switch on the dash of the helicopter that started blasting that out of speakers that shouldn't have been underneath the helicopter.
Donnie says The Times They Are Changing is a good song too. Yes. Used in what the heck's that movie? The superhero movie with Dr. Manhattan.
Oh,
The Watchmen.
yes.
Yeah, used in the opening credits.
Ooh, on sale. This week's hottest blocks. AliExpress.
There you go. Howard says, I was not a product of the hippie movement. I'm a 70s baby.
I'm not a product of the hippie movement either.
Neither am I.
I'm the product of my parents, who moved during their first 20 years of marriage every other year, basically. After they had kids, they moved a lot less, but it averaged out to every 2 years. It was insane. And the first time that they went back down to Oregon, because we moved to Alaska in 73, they went to visit some folks that they had known forever down there. And Cleet and Joe were not supposed to know that Mom and Dad knew that this bar that they used to go to, that the four of them used to hang out at, had turned into a gay bar.
Ooh, whoops.
Well, it was funny because they said, yeah, let's go. Mom and Dad didn't say it. Cleet and Joe said. And Joe was like Josephine, just to clarify that. But they went to that bar. And because Mom and Dad knew, as they walked into as they walked across the parking lot, Dad grabbed Cleet by the arm and Mom grabbed Joe. Matter of fact, Cleet was my dad's boss during the gas crunch in the 70s. Yeah, Dad pumped gas for a living. I pumped gas for a living. Is that odd?
I think it was one of my first official jobs, other than delivering papers as a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, Brown-Eyed Girl. This is question 4. Brown-Eyed Girl is by which singer-songwriter? Brown-Eyed Girl is by which singer-songwriter? Jody says Van Morrison. Don says Van Morrison.
I can agree with that. I did not know.
Alex, the movie, so I'll answer for Alec. Alex says Van Morrison. Donnie says, yep.
was kind of funny. I kind of picked on Alec about sitting there. He's like, yeah, he messaged me on Discord because we were talking a little bit, and he's like, yeah, 1 minute to the movie starting, I could turn off my phone. I'm like, dude, you're in a theater. Turn that thing off.
Jody says Truck Morrison.
Yes.
Actually, sorry, he says Truck Morris, not Morrison. Truck Morris, kind of like Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'm falling behind on trivia tonight. I'm trying to catch up here a little bit. So, yes, the answer is Van Morrison.
So what you're saying is, Buck, shut up.
No, not at all.
I'm okay with that.
I'm actually almost all cut up now because you're at the 55-minute mark. And so that means I should be reading the final question under 60s music, which I'm at right now. Question number 5. Question number 5 is, what instrument did musician Carlos Santana famously play? What instrument did musician Carlos Santana famously play?
He was one of the best ever with that instrument.
Don says guitar. Jody says Geatbox. Donnie says, Jody said Geatbox, yeah. Donnie says guitar.
I would say the Git Fiddle.
And Donnie says, damn it, you guys type too fast. That's because you're 10 seconds behind on the stream, Donnie.
And this is another thing.
Boomstick? Oh,
yes. This is another issue that you might have with the knockoffs. The bags are not quite as tough as the Lego ones, so sometimes they're broken. Yeah, see, as I pull this out, you'll see quite a few in there. As far as I know, they're all there. If they're not,
that's why you're slow there, Donnie. So he says time zones, Donnie.
There it is.
Sorry, as you were saying, they're not quite as durable.
Yeah, the bags break. Well, they're as durable. The problem is hang on. Sorry, noisiest bags in the world. The problem is that they're not in a Lego box. Like Lego puts them in these big boxes and there's plenty of room. They're saving as much room as they can when they ship these things. So they're all the bags are all thrown into a box that's probably a little smaller than it should be.
Yeah.
And then when you take it out and you go through to inventory them, could be a little bit iffy.
Donnie says, maybe I'll just go watch on StreamYard then. Jody says, good idea.
See how you are, Donnie? Yar.
Yar.
Are you a pirate?
Yarp. Marp.
And of course, you know what movie came to mind immediately when I said, are you a pirate?
What, Goonies?
No, Kickball. Or not Kickball.
Oh, yes. Dodgeball.
What is it? Dodgeball, yes.
Yep. And Don says, cheaters. That's going to be quite the size.
Yeah, that's the
footprint,
and that's why I had to. I had the castle over here earlier, and I was going to just shove it off to the side, and I'm like, no, don't think that'll work.
Donnie says, then I'll have a 7-second advantage.
Yes.
And Don says, big cheaters.
Derek Cheater? Didn't he play baseball?
Well, that's his cousin, Derek Jeters.
Okay.
Derek Jeters works at a mattress store. In Chicago's South End. I don't know.
Does he? If he did, I could go see him. He's only like 5.5 hours, or It depends. Should be about 6 hours to Milwaukee. Usually it's about 4.5.
But really, would you want to buy anything from somebody whose last name is Cheaters?
No. You know why Siegfried and Roy got kicked out of Vegas, don't you?
Why is that?
Cheetahs aren't allowed in Vegas. Ba-dum-bum.
Joey says, didn't he get suspended for cheating?
Maybe. I know that Pete Rose did.
Yes, he did. Dawn's asking, so other Dawn, are you going to stream on Monday? As I stutter, Monday?
19. No, Monday.
All right, the next category, now that we're an hour in. So this is just passing the halfway point. The questions in this category are about the 1980s.
Wait, I was there then too.
So was I. See, unfortunately, I need to do some more questions that are occasionally, like when Alex's going to be around, a little bit closer to his age range. That would be like stuff from the 2000s.
Yep.
So,
big hair.
I know,
remember.
granted, he was born in the 90s, but I mean, the more time you remember would be, there's your second decade, basically.
Yep. I remember the 80s. Big hair. Lots of big hair.
Yes.
I could feather my hair to a point back then.
I remember in class we had sometimes in class the teacher would get you to push your desks together in little groups and do discussions or whatever. And there was one girl in our group, she had one of those big puffy balls like with her hair up front. And you could kind of see through it a little bit, but there was a fly caught in it, like it was like a little fly cage, almost like a bird cage. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Dawn says wildcard game is on Monday night. So Donnie says yes, he's going to be streaming on Monday. Dawn says turn in your towel. And then Donnie says that was yesterday, Dawn.
By the way,
Okay.
you notice?
Yeah.
I know where my towel is.
Yes, you do. It's right there.
Yep.
Okay. 1980s. First question in 1980s is a music question. Question number 1 is, who released the album titled 1984 in 1984? Who released the album titled 1984 in 1984?
I notice.
Let's see here. Jody says, what's so wild about the card game? Unless it's Strip Uno?
I try not to play Strip Uno. You can lose your shirt doing that.
Let's see here. Dawn says Van Halen. Donnie says, does anyone mind football in the background while I stream?
No?
The football commission might, but
Yeah.
I don't care.
As long as you don't violate copyright laws, you'll be fine.
Exactly. So who released the album 1984 in the year 1984? So far, we have one answer.
Aldous Huxley? Oh, wait. No, that was the book.
Okay, we have 2 answers now.
And he released that one in the 60s instead.
Yes. I remember the commercials from 1984 from Apple.
I don't. What?
Jody says Truck Halen. Donnie says Van Halen.
Winnebago Halen.
Winnebago? What's a bagel? I didn't sign up for giving you guys prizes.
What? You didn't? I thought you did. Damn it.
You could win a POB.
Better than a POS.
Yes. Much better. So yes, the answer is Van Halen.
Yes. Van Halen, not Van Hagar. He was good with the group. I was a purist back then for Van Halen. I wasn't happy.
And Jody says, if a kids band did Van Halen songs, mini Van Halen?
Exactly.
Hey, did you, I know this was actually a show filmed in Canada back in the 70s, but and I know it was showing all across Canada, but I'm just wondering if you guys, and apparently in some states, I don't know if any of you guys saw it or if Buck, you saw it, was the hilarious House of Count Frightenstein.
Don't ring a bell.
Okay, I don't know if Jody, if you remember that one, the hilarious House of Count Frightenstein had Vincent Price in it. It only had one season, but that season was like 120 episodes or something like that.
Oh, that's like RuPaul these days. One season is like 120 episodes. and actually to tie into Jody's mini Van Halen answer. So in the 70s, that would that have been station wagon Halen?
Jody says David Lee Roth was better though. And then Jody says, I think Buck would love that show. Yeah, like you should check out that show. I think it's all over YouTube now. You can watch it on YouTube. And it was a kid show. So, and it was mostly done by one guy. Like he played most of the parts in the show.
A show that I used to love to watch when I was a kid in Anchorage was Mother Moose.
And I've heard you mention that before.
Yep. It was
it
was a neat little show.
Yep, that's right, Jody. Billy Van, he was a Canadian comedian. It was from the hilarious House of Count Frightenstein. I think they filmed it all the episodes in. I just watched something on it. I think in a 9-week period. Jody says Morrison Halen. Maybe I don't know if Jody, if you want to find a link on YouTube or something, or I can do that later and throw up a link to Hilarious House of Count Frightenstein. Maybe throw it off topic or something.
Post it into Discord. That way the stupid Americans can watch it too.
All right, category still the 1980s. Question number 2. What is the name of the hotel in The Shining? What is the name of the hotel in The Shining?
My brain was like, what is, oh yeah.
Donnie's, Jody says John Candy. And then he said, Donnie said, what? David Lee Roth better than Sammy Hagar? No. And Jody says,
Van Halen, yes.
And then Jody says California.
Welcome
Donnie
to
says
the
Stanley Hotel. Welcome to the Hotel California.
Okay, Donnie. Unless I've got my hotels backwards. What was the name of the hotel in the movie, not the real hotel?
Don says Estates Park Co. And then Donnie says, anyone see Dr. Sleep? Yes, there we go. Thanks, Jody. Jody put up an episode.
Cool. I tried to see Dr. Sleep, but I fell asleep. I took one of those things we were talking about that Donnie didn't know what they were. You know, a nap.
Yes, the nap. Very complex word. 3 letters.
Well, it's not the most complex.
And you cook something to eat in that pan. And then after you cook something to eat in that pan, you eat it, and then you have a nap.
Exactly. But it's not the most complex word, 3-letter word. The most complex 3-letter word would be cat.
Mm-hmm.
Have you met a cat?
Yes, I have. I've been owned by a cat before.
Exactly.
Donnie says, my bad, Overlook Hotel.
Thank you.
Don says, Estates like the Motel Rocket Company. And then Donnie says, Dr. Sleep is the second part of The Shining.
Oh, is it? I did not know that. But was it written by Stephen King, or is it just a knockoff?
That is a good question. That I cannot answer. So yes, the answer is the Overlook Hotel.
Yes. The Stanley Hotel is the actual name of the hotel. Not that I'm a Stephen King fan at all.
Donnie said Stephen King wrote Dr. Sleep. There we go. Don says, been by it on the way to Rocky Mountain National Park. Donnie says, the book was awesome.
I have to say, I was doing some stuff with the camera on today, and I happened to look up at the monitor as my head was in view. And I was like, where the hell did my hair go? I used to have really thick hair. And these days I have some hair.
Donnie says he wrote it in 2013, I think.
Oh.
And then he says, in regards to your hair, he says, it went over there.
Ah, okay.
Down the shower drain.
You know what? My hair probably went to wherever Donnie's hiding his hair. They're conspiring together.
Jody says, the Overlook Hotel. How come we never have any guests?
Something about a movie. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Not that I've never
makes
seen
Homer
that
go
movie.
Makes Homer go crazy.
Go crazy.
Don't mind if I do.
I'll play your straight man.
Don says STs is pronounced STs. Oh, okay. Jody said, are people missing our ads? Well, I wouldn't say I'm exactly missing it, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
I gotta go see the Bobs.
Yeah, Howard messaged me on Discord today when he got into season 2 of what is it? For All Mankind.
Yep.
He said, "Hi, Bob."
Donnie says, I'm saving my hair in a little bag. Jody says, I'm saving mine on a little bag. And Stephen Haynes is out. Okay, Stephen, you take care. Have a good night.
Good night, Stephen.
Rocky Raccoon 2007 is here. He says, what's up, brother?
What's up? I have no idea who that is.
Well, welcome to the stream. We're doing a little trivia here tonight at the same time as Buck here is working on his Hogwarts castle.
Exactly.
Donnie said, I watched a couple episodes for All of Mankind. It's really good so far.
It is, For All Mankind is awesome. As a matter of fact, I want to see season 5 so bad that I may go back and watch it a third time before season 5 comes out.
Rocky is asking, how goes the building?
It is going well. Slowly but surely. We're on bag 24. We started on 22 tonight. And I'm guessing that I might get bag 25 done.
Donnie says, I was going to watch more, but this Keith guy and this Buck guy were streaming.
That's what happens. Well, actually, Donnie, I just thought about it. I know when you can watch more. You don't need to sleep. Sleep is overrated. Especially if you do that nap thing we were talking about earlier.
That's right.
Which, I will be honest, here lately, that happens more often than I'd like that I nap because I didn't sleep at night.
All right. So the category is still the 1980s. This is question number 3. What year was the Nintendo Entertainment System first sold? What year was the Nintendo Entertainment System first sold?
Now you're playing with power.
Jody says 86. Donnie says, but the nap thing is sleeping.
Maybe.
But the nap thing is sleep. Yes, it kind of is. But it's not a full sleep.
Wait, so
it's a quick
that
charge.
That book could be called Dr. Nap.
There you go. Donnie says, I did the nap thing a lot when I was on night shift. Every time I sat down for more than 5 minutes.
Well, back before I got diagnosed and got a CPAP, I used to take a nap sometimes during staff meeting.
CPAP.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very awesome when you no longer do the 5-minute blink.
Yes, very much so. So no further guesses. Guys, there can only be,
I was thinking
10
85.
possible answers. So you're thinking 85. Jody said 86.
It goes there.
So this is kind of like the backside walls.
Yep. Actually, I think this is going to be the wall to the courtyard because the wall goes across here. This will be open to the outside.
Okay. Donnie says, speaking of sleep, I got to run, guys. I can see 4 o'clock sneaking up already. You have a good night, Donnie.
Donnie, you're going to just get more tired. You shouldn't run. You should walk.
And the answer is 1983. The year that the Nintendo Entertainment System was first sold was 1983.
Well, there you go. It was sold the year I graduated, was from high school.
Well, there you go.
Although that begs the question, when was the Famicom first sold? And you know what the Famicom is, right?
It's a Japanese version.
Yes.
Probably just a year or two earlier.
Yeah.
Donnie says, great stream, Buck. Later, guys.
Thanks, Donnie. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow on Woody Wednesday.
All right. So the answer, 1983. Question number 4 in the 1980s. Hopefully most of you guys remember this show. What is Alf's real name? What is Alf's real name? I don't know if you remember the show Alf. A-L-F. So what was the main character, Alf's real name?
You're going to take away my nerd card. I have no idea because I never watched that show.
No? Oh.
I saw it occasionally, but I was not. I didn't find it entertaining at all. Although I did catch a few tidbits, the important tidbits, like I finally got lucky.
Jody says Gordon Shumway. Howard says alien life form.
Well, I knew that.
Which, yes, that's what Elf stood for. But what was Elf's real name? Don says Alex. And then Jody said, or Shumway, or Shermway. Yeah, Shumway.
Found where this one goes. It was not an extra. I just missed it. Which means this belongs somewhere. Without this piece, the whole thing's going to collapse.
Just like the Death Star in the Spider-Man movie.
Yes. Except for he had a good reason to drop the Death Star.
Yes. He found out his friend was Spider-Man.
Yes. Drop it like it's hot.
I did like that last Spider-Man movie with the 3 Spider-Men.
Yes. That was cool. Except, oh man, Tobey Maguire is getting old.
Yeah, he is. I mean, what do you expect though, really?
Yeah. Well, it's like the trivia that Howard was doing on Keith's stream.
Yep.
When he said something about Corey Feldman, I'm like, that kid, oh my God, he's old now.
Yeah.
Which means I'm old now.
Yeah.
Wait, I just thought I know what Alf's real name was.
What's that?
Alec Jacoby.
Ah. Maybe if they're trying to reboot the system, the series.
Yes. Okay.
So Jody is right. It was Gordon Shumway. Gordon Shumway. Shumway. All right. The next question should go back to more of our geeky culture. And this is question number 5 in the 1980s. What TV show featured the main character leaping into different people's lives trying to fix historical mistakes? What
My
TV
daughter loved that show.
Yeah, what TV show featured the main character leaping into different people's lives trying to fix historical mistakes?
Weren't they talking about doing another season of that one?
Jody says Quantum Leap. Don says Quantum Leap. Jody says, or Phil Donahue.
Hey, I watched that one too.
Don says cheater. Yeah. Howard says Enterprise.
Yes, exactly.
And yes, they did do a reboot of the series, of the show. It did one season for sure. I don't know if it got a second season or not.
Well, that's what I was saying, is I think they were going to do one with, I forget his name, but the original star.
And Jody says, that's the one, pointing up to Enterprise.
You know, not a reboot, but just like they did with, what was it? X-Files. They did 2 seasons, I think, 10 years after they canceled the show.
Yeah, and they had done a movie, or was it 2 movies?
I think they only did 1 movie, and I think it was X-Files Fight the Future.
Yeah.
I like that. So I don't know if it's going to show on camera, but right down here, you can almost see the light through the back there. This piece doesn't have to go there, but they put it there to block that light. Block that opening.
Were you blinded by the light?
I was.
Blinded by the light.
It's funny because Howard would say these things don't stick as well as regular Legos. Sometimes I have a problem getting them to stick enough.
Howard says Travelers. So yes, the show was Quantum Leap with Scott Bakula.
And I'm trying to remember. No, I was thinking that the guy that was his guardian angel or whatever
Al?
it was. Yeah. At first I thought, wasn't he in Greatest American Hero? But then I'm like, no, that was a different guy.
Yep.
Greatest American Hero was a fun show.
I used to have the box set for that for DVD, and it came in a tin box.
Shaped like the book? It should have been shaped like the book.
Yeah. But unfortunately, before I moved to the big city, I ended up selling all my DVDs, well, most of my DVDs.
I can understand that. We used to have a ton of DVDs and Blu-rays.
Yeah.
And we still have some that we're just not going to get rid of. But for the most part, there's no reason.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for the 1980s questions. We'll move into the final category, which again is in the toy aisle.
I like toys.
Yes, in the toy aisle. See here. Howard says, believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought it could be so freak flying. Never thought I could be so free.
Yes.
Is what the song is. Yeah. So it's his phone translating, I guess. Flying away
On a wing and a prayer.
And then who could it be? Yeah, he's missing some letters there. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
His phone is trying to say, don't sing, Howard. Don't sing. Yeah. Love that show. Never got a chance to watch it as often as I wanted to because That was the 70s, and we only had one TV.
Jody says, He-Man.
Wait, what was the question? I missed it.
There was no question yet.
Oh,
Just
good.
that it's in the toy aisle.
Oh, okay. Thought I lost it there for a second.
Howard says, Mommy, can I have it? No. All right, question number 1 in the toy aisle. With over 450 million sold, what frustrating block toy that seemed like it was for geniuses only is the best-selling puzzle game of all time? With
Jenga.
over 450 million sold, what frustrating block toy that seems like it's for geniuses only is the best-selling game of all, or sorry, best-selling puzzle game of all time?
Yeah, I know how to solve it too.
Howard says it can't translate a-hole. Howard says Rubik's Cube.
If it's Rubik's Cube, give it back. I remember that thing too. Oh, look, we've put everybody to sleep.
Apparently so. Oh, Jody says, I missed the question. Mary was showing me something funny. All right, then. The question was, in the toy aisle, question 1, with over 450 million sold, what frustrating block toy that seems like it's for geniuses only is the best-selling puzzle game of all time? That question again, with over 450 million sold, what frustrating block toy that seems like it's for geniuses only is the best-selling puzzle game of all time?
Rubio?
See here. Jody says He-Man again.
So my question is, where did Mary get a picture of me?
Well, you were putting your face cam on for a while there in previous shows.
She was showing Jody something funny.
Was it that one with the cat? That cat video was funny. Cat video. Don says autocorrect sucks. Yes, it does. Now he says Rubicon. Howard says they made a lot of different versions. I saw a guy do 20 of them while blindfolded after looking at them all once for only a minute. Yep. Don's like, fuck, autocorrect.
That's the toy. Autocorrect is the toy.
Yes, I know what you're trying to say, Don. And you're trying to say Rubik's Cube. And yes, Rubik's Cube is the answer.
Well, I would think that Marco Rubio would be a frustrating toy too.
Yes. Unless he falls downstairs and alone or in pairs and makes a thumpity sound. Jody says nope in reference to it being a cat video. If you want to see, I'll see it. I'll Discord it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And he said Rubik's Cube, like
Reuben?
the sandwich.
Yes, I like a good
cube shape. Yeah. So the answer was Rubik's Cube. And like Howard said, yeah, they ended up coming up with so many different ones now with extra blocks and all that stuff.
I think haven't they gotten the world record down to some completely
like single digits of
insane
seconds?
Huh?
Like in the single digits of seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
And I believe they've actually done programmed computers to where they can do it in less than a second.
All right, question number 2 in the toy aisle. Which toy consists of a tube containing mirrors and pieces of colored material whose reflections produce changing patterns when the tube is rotated?
I know what toy it is. I just don't remember what it's
Which
called.
toy consists of a tube containing mirrors and pieces of colored material whose reflections produce changing patterns when the tube is rotated? Don says kaleidoscope.
That's it. That's my answer.
Howard says kaleidoscope.
Rubik's Cube? A sandwich?
If it's a Rubik's Cube, does that mean you can play with it and eat it? So you're playing with your food? Jody says a stone or telescope.
Wow, man.
Well,
this
you're
is
not wrong
awesome.
there.
You know, and with his answer there, that's what's kind of funny is because I hasn't touched that stuff in 39 years. And I occasionally think about it now that I'm retired. Because when I was still working, that's one of the things that you're not allowed to do as a government employee, even if it is legal.
I've never in my life. So.
Oh, damn, Howard.
Yeah, not to be confused with a periscope or a colostomy scope.
That gives the phrase down periscope a whole new meaning.
Speaking of which, that was a good movie. Down periscope.
Yes, it was. By the way, sorry, it sounded like I almost killed you because you were drinking when I said that. Was not my intention to kill you from here.
Well, thank you. Howard says, I'll give Jody some when he comes to the States. He can bring you some.
He doesn't have to. It's legal in this state.
It's legal in my country.
There you go.
The entire country.
Well, and here's the funny thing. For the last 40 years or so, not because I wanted to smoke it, but just because it made no sense to me that the government was dumb enough to miss out on that kind of revenue. I think it should have been legal a long time ago.
Yeah. I know I have one doctor I'm dealing with that's recommended recommended it for me. But I said, well, I don't really want to smoke anything. He said, well, you can get like the edibles and stuff. And I said, yeah, maybe. Or the in pill form. So something I think I'll look at.
Speaking of the edibles, when it first became legal here, Andrea bought some. And she had way too much. You know, because you're supposed to eat a corner off of this. I think it was a candy bar or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You're supposed to eat just a corner. She ate the whole thing.
Oops. I don't know if you remember if you've seen the movie Euro Trip,
I think I have.
and they go to Amsterdam and then they go into a Dutch bakery and they think they're eating pot brownies and they're all stoned and everything. And the guy's like, "What are you doing? This is just a regular bakery. Those are regular brownies." And
Yeah.
then they realize they're not actually stoned.
That's no fun.
Donnie says, "Yeah, but I haven't got homegrown Bucky. You need to try some of our cookies." It also reminds me of the song "Scotty Doesn't Know." Scotty doesn't know. We worked with a guy named Scotty.
I haven't had homegrown in 30 some years.
Yeah, we can grow so much in your home these days too.
Well,
Judy says, if I went for a colonoscopy and the doctor pulled out a kaleidoscope, can I see?
I've had homegrown back when I used to smoke it. I don't know. 20 minutes. I think we can do it.
All right, then. Howard says, "Oh, I bet she was tripping or feeling really good."
Yeah. Well, actually, she got a panic attack.
Oh.
She was tripping pretty bad.
So, yes, the answer was a kaleidoscope. So she's probably something, if I had to guess, Alec has never seen. I could be wrong, but that'd be a guess.
Probably hasn't seen the other one either.
A colonoscopy? Well, probably not.
Yeah, not yet.
Not for a few more years.
Yeah, give yourself time.
Wait for it.
Exactly. Oh, look, micro peoples.
Yay.
Haven't seen those in a while.
Howard says, just don't get train wreck. That chit messes you up. I was disjointed from my brain. Yeah, if I do, I'll be just doing like pill form medically. So, because I used to smoke cigarettes and I don't really desire to smoke anything at all anymore.
I understand that.
I don't want to, associate smoking anything with being good, because I would worry that I'd start getting back into cigarettes again.
And you probably could very easily, because I remember I quit for 4 months at one point.
Yeah.
And when I ended up restarting, had a really bad day and came home and started smoking, I was back to a pack a day inside of like 4 days.
Yeah.
But now it's been, let me think, 17 years since I quit.
Okay. Yeah.
Which was not bad, because I quit from one day to the next after smoking for over 30 years.
All right. Question number 3 in the toy aisle. What is the name of the 1998 toy released by Tiger Electronics that resembles either a hamster or an owl that spoke its own language that was gradually replaced with English? What is the name of the 1998 toy released by Tiger Electronics that resembles either a hamster or an owl and spoke with its own language that was gradually replaced by English?
I think I know this one.
As
And
a
I
side
hated
note,
that
it was
thing.
also not allowed in a lot of, I don't think it was allowed in CIA offices.
Yeah, I hated that thing.
Jody said at some point of the reserve stores here, you can get some chips, chocolate bars, candy, and soda. Then he says Furby. Don says Furby. Then Howard says Derby, and then he says Furby. Big stretch.
I had to pick something up off the floor, and I'm trying to figure out what I do with. There it is. What I did with that stupid book, because the stickers are inside the book.
Oh,
That is something that knockoffs, I understand. But the fact that Lego these days is now doing stickers, that to me is just wrong.
so yes, the answer is Furby.
No, it's Derby. Howard had it right. Not to be confused with Dobby.
Jody says Furby does a great impression of a slinky. What falls downstairs alone or in pairs and makes a thumpity sound.
Derby, Derby. I remember Furby, and he's going, shut up before I hurt you.
That's okay, Howard. We generally know what you're trying to say. Howard says, take this autocorrect and shove it. I'm not going to spell right anymore. Just do functional English.
Take this Derby and shove it.
Functional English is just, where it's, it's not correct grammar or spelling or anything. It's just functional in the fact that you're getting your point across.
Yes. Wait, Demolition Man, take this job and shovel it.
Yeah, Jody, you remember it's log. Great for snacks. It fits on your back. Log. It's log.
So I will show the audience. Purdy. It's got Purdy stickers in there.
Next, I want you to build Castle Grayskull.
Yes, I would build Grayskull.
So then then we can say by the power of Grayskull.
I would build Castle Grayskull.
Does anybody make a Castle Grayskull?
Not yet.
Oh.
I'm just saying I would build it if they did.
I've recently seen people who have 3D printed some off into so it's larger and more fits more correctly with the size of the characters of the toys.
Yes, and another TV show from the 70s and 80s that was just a half-hour long toy show or toy credit commercial.
Yes. All right. Question number 4. For most of its life before its bankruptcy in 1995, Lionel Corporation was best known for its production of what kind of toys? For most of its life before its bankruptcy in 1995, Lionel Corporation was best known for its production of what kind of toys?
Hot Wheels?
Let's see here. And Howard says, I'm going to start spelling like my girlfriend. Because. Jody says, YouTube held back my fingers. And Howard says, someone took the Enterprise D Lego set and made a Millennium Falcon. Figures. Don says
awesome.
train. Jody says train. Howard says train.
I says trains.
You see train? Yeah. Electric trains. That's what they were known for.
Yep.
And you're at the 1 hour and 50-minute mark.
Ooh. I'm going over again. You know that, right?
Okay.
That's okay. You get overtime.
Ooh. I want triple pay.
Done.
All right. Wait a minute. What's 3 times 0? Let's see. Howard says, and they can get expensive in reselling or collecting. Yes, those trains. I remember, yeah, you showing us a video of some of the trains. I think they were in your kitchen or somewhere in the house there on a kind of a shelf there. And some people have some really good, like, massive setups in their house where it's like their entire basement or half their entire basement or whatever.
Some I almost said train sets, but they're by no stretch of the imagination are they sets. Some train models are fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And some people do, like, you know, painting of the cars to make them look more realistic with the weathering and graffiti and stuff like that.
And then the multiple tracks.
Yep. Howard says, you go in overtime, I'll join. Hallway.
I'll go overtime. I've been going overtime every time here lately. Ooh, this one's in rough shape. That's the other problem with the fake Legos, is the stickers can sometimes not be put in very well, and so bad things happen to them.
Howard says, I got some O scale. I have the alligator. Yeah, I never got a train set as a kid.
I want to say I got one when I was like 9 or 10, but it was just the oval track.
Yeah. That was a
Was that
classic
for me?
box set for kids in the day.
Excuse me.
Howard said, stickers suck.
Well, it's just like the electric race set. I didn't get that until my brother and sister were moved out of the house. And how do you race by yourself?
Yes.
Because, not to be mean, but my parents weren't interested in it at all.
All right, final question. Hopefully everyone gets this final question.
Worth 53,000 points.
Yes. But remember, the points don't matter.
Oh, damn.
Question number 5. Portrayed by Dolph Lundgren on film, which action figure was first released by Mattel in 1981? Portrayed by Dolph Lundgren on film, which action figure was first released by Mattel in 1981?
I like what you said first. Which action finger?
Yeah. The middle one.
Dolph Lundgren is an action finger.
Jody says He-Man, and then he says He-Man. And Howard says Herman. No, he says He-Man.
Herman
the German. Yeah, boy. Howard says Jody cheated. Thunder, thunder, Thundercats. Ho!
I did not realize, of course, it's been 20 some years since I saw the movie, but did not realize that was Dolph Lundgren. I'm used to him looking like Ivan Drago.
I must break you.
You know, it's amazing how many times Rocky came back from things that he should never be able to survive or let alone come back from. I mean, one of them, didn't he have brain cancer?
Jody says, I knew my Seth MacFarlane strategy would pay off. Oh, and I missed some of Jody's comments here. Yeah, no trains here either, or race cars. I had a bike. Yeah. And Howard had said, I got the Tyco speed tram that goes up the wall and down, but it never worked well. And Howard said Herman was the German version of He-Man. Okay.
Herman.
But remember, He-Man is actually two words with a hyphen in between. So yes, the answer is obviously He-Man. Yeah, unfortunately that movie was disappointing. I enjoyed
That's
it
a
for
good
what
word.
it was, but looking back at it, it's like, could have done a little bit better. Dolph Lundgren was probably a good pick for the character, for his muscular size and his looks and stuff and his height for the time.
They could have used Arnold. That would have been entertaining.
Nah. Yeah.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Howard says, Henry Cavill is doing a live action version of Voltron. They supposedly was redoing the He-Man. They were supposedly redoing a He-Man, yeah. And then he said, "Yeah, well, I didn't want to confuse my phone." Jody says Skeletor was awful in that movie. Yes, he was. But then they left it open for a sequel with him coming out of the guck at the bottom of the pit or whatever at the end of the movie.
As they always do.
Yep. Let's see. Howard says Arnold made better Conan. Yes, he did.
He was awesome as Conan.
Yep.
Do you want to live forever? I love that line. I cannot help myself. I love that line.
Jody says, and being in New York was stupid, but it was to save money on sets. Yeah, as opposed to being in Eternia for He-Man. Was it New York? I thought it was in California somewhere. I can't remember. But it had Principal Strickland in it. Or the actor who played Principal Strickland from Back to the Future.
Slacker.
Yep. This one, he was a cop. Or detective, police officer, detective. And so that was the final question in the toy aisle.
Yep. See, and that's the thing. Going after Keith, I get a cheat. I can go over.
Let's see here. Howard says supposed to be G.I. Joe Transformers movie. I've heard that. Jody says maybe L.A., but it wasn't the right choice. No, I completely agree with you, Jody. Yeah, it definitely was not what He-Man's about, like being in our world, quote unquote. But that's exactly it, right? It wasn't. They didn't have a super high budget, is my understanding, so they kind of had to make sacrifices, human sacrifices. I mean, they had to sacrifice, what they could do for the budget.
Humans? Had to sacrifice humans? What?
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, I'm out of water. So thirsty.
Well, if you want to step away and get water, you can. I'll still be here. I'll look up the screen occasionally and go, oh, look, there's people.
Jody says, He-Man sacrifice. You guys remember that song? The He-Man song? Sooner or later, you'll be a He-Man woman hater.
I remember the He-Man Woman Haters Club. That was from our gang. But then there was Darla. You remember Darla?
Remember Joe Dirt?
Oh, yes. I'm Joe Dirt.
It's a deer tay. And the top of his head didn't close up right when he was a baby, so they put a mullet wig on him, and then his skull closed in it, and the wig was stuck on his head for the rest of his life.
Yep. Then after his accident, they gave him a new wig. It's pronounced Derte.
Yeah. Howard says Goonies cost $19 million to make. Now they talk about movies costing billions. Yes.
Well, they make billions now too.
Yes. Like the latest Avatar apparently did.
And there's the other problem with movies these days. Stop making sequels to movies that stand well on their own.
Yeah. I just saw the movie We Bury the Dead today.
Never heard of it.
With Daisy Ridley or whatever, in it. Zombie movie. Bit of a spoiler. Not as many zombies as you would think in it.
They didn't have enough zombies in a zombie movie? What?
No.
I forget the actual actress's name. But I watched one recently with Hit Girl in it. What was her name? I think it's Chloe something.
Yeah. Chloe something Grace or something.
Yes. And it was an odd movie, but it was kind of fun. Starts out, she gets on this bomber because she's got some secret mission.
That's the one I told you to go watch.
Yeah. What was that called?
Oh shoot. Yeah, it had the gremlin in it.
Yep. That was it was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was. A lot of people missed it, and I ended up seeing it on a streaming service, and I was like, I don't know, I'll watch it, I guess. I mean, it's a streaming service I'm paying for, so it's not really costing me anything extra. I watched it, and I was like, this was actually a really good movie.
Mm-hmm. Then, just like Begonia was really good. It was good. It was odd. It was a very interesting movie.
Yeah.
Especially the twist.
The twist. See here, Howard says not always. I guess in terms of movies making billions. True.
Wow.
Jody, but money, sir. Ooh, money is tight.
I just read Howard's last comment there.
So, well, James Cameron said it would be a 5-part movie when Avatar released, but it just took a while to get the sequels. Yeah, is this the 4th movie or the 3rd?
I think this is the 3rd.
Okay,
The second one, if I remember right, was The Shape of Water.
right. Was the Water People? I've seen that one. And this is the Fire People one now. The first ones were the Tree People. So is that like Earth, Water, Fire, and we need wind next? Jody says, it's the turd. You're not done yet? What the heck?
Not yet.
Howard agrees it's the 3rd. Thanks for letting me know.
And, it's kind of funny that James Cameron said it was a 5-part movie. It's probably a lot along the lines of James Cameron did the same thing George Lucas did when Star Wars went so big, because Star Wars was originally only going to be one movie. And when it blew up like it did, he said, let's make a trilogy of trilogies. It just took him 50 years to make them.
And then Disney got involved. And then it sucked. And, well, a lot of it sucked. And not all of it. A lot of it.
No, it's different.
And then Jar Jar Binks came along. And he sucked.
He's a Sith Lord.
Yep.
Very odd there.
Howard said, well, the thing is, Sigourney Weaver can voice me her character as a daughter.
So it's a bunch of CGI again.
Yeah. Yeah, the They Bury the Dead is like, if you want to know the premise or not.
Sure.
There's only 4 of us here. Well, 6 of us if you count the 2 of us. So basically, it's on the island of Tasmania, just south of Australia, part of Australia. But anyway, the U.S. accidentally set off an experimental bomb there, which kills everybody and everything on the island because it disrupts the brain. But some of them come back. But anyway, they have volunteers coming to the island to help do body retrieval and removal for burials. And then they give the people, like little smoke stick type things, like a little smoke flare thing, if they're clearing out a place, if they find one that's alive. And usually they find them and they're just standing there. So, not a big deal. But then things, as time progresses, things change. So, but yeah, most of them almost all of them are dead. Just a few here and there start coming back. So that's kind of the idea. The U.S. accidentally set off a bomb and killed everybody and every animal and everything living on the island. So
I don't think it was an accident.
Daisy Ridley's character's husband was on the island, so she's volunteered because she wants to go there and find him, knowing that he'll be dead. But
yeah,
she's kind of hoping that maybe he is one of the ones who come back. And yeah, anyway, it's more about the humanity side of things, I think. And yeah. Let's see here. Howard says, Jar Jar doesn't suck. He is just misunderstood. Yeah. And then he says CGI more the same of Mo crap.
Well, see, that's the problem with CGI is that there's no acting.
Well, wait, look at it. Think of it this way. The Terminator 2, 1991. CGI, really good, actually.
Mhm.
Top, cutting edge. Some of these movies nowadays that are coming out, worse than that. They look like PlayStation 1 graphics.
Yeah.
Some of the movies.
When you can look at something and go, that's CGI, then there's a problem. Especially when, like you said, Terminator 2 was CGI, a lot of CGI. But the funny thing is that people forget is that was done on an Amiga.
Yeah.
It was a Chinese company at the time, and China killed it. They killed it on purpose.
So, yeah, I mean, maybe with the AI stuff coming up, that might improve it. But yeah, there's a lot of movies where the CGI is just horrible.
Yeah.
It's Howard.
Howard, you doing?
It's not more crap. It was mocap, as in motion capture. That's the short for it.
Yes.
Mocap. They say it mocap. That's motion capture. Which is
I thought you were just having. I just thought you were having typing issues again or translation issues.
No. The thing about mocap is it's not technically CGI. I mean, yes, it is CGI, but it's actually capturing the person's actual expressions and that. So it's a lot closer to what the actual actor's doing. So like their eyes and their
like Gollum in Lord of the Rings.
Right. So yeah. And well, Andy Serkis, he's the best one of the bunch because see he did Snoke and he did all the Gollum and that, and a lot of people go to Andy Serkis about it because he's basically the master of it. So
yeah, and even video games these days are using mocap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we weren't sure whether it was bad typing or you were smelling toast again.
Here. Some of it's
so you weren't smelling burnt toast?
No, I always seem to smell something burning. Sometimes I wonder if it is.
All right, Howard, you're tagged in. I'm gonna go get some water.
Okay. I don't know what I'm tagged in for.
To rattle your gums and keep everybody entertained.
Told me last night he couldn't see my my longer videos, and I says all I saw was my shorts, and I says, what do you mean? I got all these videos and you haven't seen them? What are you talking about, man? Oh my.
Yes, I'm trying to use pliers to put these together.
Wow. Are they not fitting well?
Yeah, they don't want to.
They're not playing well.
The one by the single point or single dot ones are a little bit tough to get in sometimes.
Oh. What I was gonna say were the Legos not playing with the non-Legos? Were they not fitting?
Well, these are all non-Legos. The Legos were the ones I used earlier tonight.
Oh, I gotta look that up while I'm sitting here. What the hell is he? They were talking on Keystream about smart Legos or something, or smart lights or something like that.
Oh, the smart Legos. I looked it up. It's it's supposed to be like for they were talking about the Star Wars sets, and those ones, what it is that your set will react to the other set, and so if they're friends, they'll, they won't do anything, but if they're foes, they'll fire at each other and stuff like that. It's turning your Legos into a video game, basically, is the way I see it.
More play action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what did I miss?
Everything.
Oh, okay.
Howard
I ran
solved the
through
secrets of the
Buck's
universe.
screen naked, and it scared everybody away. And then we gained a person.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should stream naked. Maybe more people will show up.
Or show your face.
That'll drive people away.
Yeah, could
See,
be.
you said that, and once somebody already left.
Well, there you go.
They came, they saw, they went, ah!
They crapped their pants.
No, they came. Hang on. They came. They
So
saw, and they went.
Dad, what the hell? Scared the shit out of me.
So these are expected to launch in March in select markets with pre-orders available starting next week. Oh. When was this? This was actually January. Oh, that just came out today then.
I have to say that you thought Legos were expensive now. With them adding that, I think they're going to get even more expensive.
Lego Smart Play uses a custom-made chip that is smaller than a standard Lego stud. Holy moly, if it's that small.
Jody's asking for some more trivia questions. Okay.
Oh, I got one for him.
Well, I have some on 1970s music.
Oh, God.
Sky rockets in flight. Oh, sorry.
No.
Good. You
Okay.
were saying.
Let's see. The easy one. Staying Alive and You Should Be Dancing are top hits for which Australian band?
Bee Gees. That's my answer. I'm sticking to it.
All right, then.
G's.
A G. And I agree. It would be the Bee Gees.
So they said these multiple Star Wars Legos are featuring a Smart Play will be available in stores on March 1st during Lego's new release. However, the sets will be also available for pre-order on January 9th. Well, now I got to go look.
So, yes, the answer was the Bee Gees.
Yay!
What is the name? What is the full name of the band ELO?
I know that.
What is the full name of the band ELO?
Eric, Liam, and Oscar.
I don't know.
Or not. That's not the right answer.
No.
And Jody says, I was about to say Bee Gees for the last song. Jody says Electric Light Orchestra.
Jess. Don't bring me down.
Don't bring me down. I'm enjoying a snack of some Baby Bell cheese.
You're snacking on babies? What?
Baby Bell cheese.
So Buck, they've got a Lego Star Wars Smart Play Darth Vader TIE Fighter building that's only $70.
So Jody, you are correct. It is the Electric Light Orchestra.
Yes.
But where's the lights?
Their stage show was something else.
I thought maybe we were going to talk about the Blue Men.
No,
Jody
no.
says you can use the wax to make stuff. You could.
Oh, this one's a little more expensive. This Lego Star Wars Smart Play Throne Room Dual and A-Wing build set's $160. But it's almost 1,000 pieces.
Great moogly googly.
Googly Googly? I know him.
Which 70s rock band wrote the songs Dreams and The Chain? Which 70s rock band wrote the songs
I don't know.
Dreams and The Chain?
I don't know. I don't know song titles very well.
I know it.
I must say Led Zeppelin.
Oh, no.
I think Jody's
No.
the only one watching now.
Oh, no. It's that bad, huh? Oh, no, there's too bad. Maybe Mary's watching. I was watching. Everybody's got to get up and go to work at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Jody says ABBA.
No.
What's your answer, Buck?
Fleetwood Mac, of course.
Fleetwood Mac.
Macwood Fleet.
Was a very interesting group because when their album
Dabba.
oh shit, what was it?
Abba Dabba Doo.
Abacadabra. Abracadabra.
I'm gonna reach out and grab ya. Did you ever notice that 70s song lyrics would not do good in the 2025?
Well, maybe.
Yeah, so the answer was Fleetwood Mac.
Yep. Trying to remember the name of the album where they finally made it. They finally made it big, and the group was in shambles and ready to break up.
Yeah.
Because something about they were sleeping around with each other and just not doing well. Stevie Nicks was in rough shape because of everything going on. Ooh,
Yeah, but
look.
she wasn't really part of the group, wasn't she? Was she? She was kind of like their extra.
So what?
She wasn't really part of the group, was she? Or did she go off
She
on
was
her
the
own?
lead singer.
Then she went off on her own, right?
She got big after leaving Fleetwood Mac,
What I thought.
but she was still part of the group. Fleetwood Mac kind of faded when she went on her own. Rumors, that was the name of the album.
Here, where's this one? Yeah. Well, they say they're supposed to be on sale, but are on pre-order. Oh, it's not until the 9th. That's right.
Next question. Which song by Steelers Wheel is featured in the film Reservoir Dogs? Which song by Steelers Wheel is featured in the film Reservoir Dogs?
I don't know, but Vin Diesel was in that movie. Oh,
Was he?
I think so.
Jody says
was-
Stuck in the Middle.
That's it. That's what I was here. When you said it's the name of the group, that's the song that came to my head.
Yep,
I mean,
and that is the correct answer.
Let's see.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Again, music that they don't make anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, really? Can't type.
Jody says all the ladies love VD.
I'm trying to remember what the other one was that they had in there. Who the other guy was? He was kind of a snotty nose.
Steve Buscemi?
Oh, yeah. Michael Madison was in that. Harvey Keitel.
Like Madsen, yeah.
And Tim Roth. Maybe that's who I was thinking of. I'm sure it was Chris Penn. Oh, come on. I don't know. Tim Roth. I was sure he was in there, but maybe not. Maybe he wasn't. The one I was thinking that he was in. No, maybe it wasn't. I might be thinking of a different one then.
All right, last question in the 70s music. Which Blue Oyster Cult song opens with the following lyrics? All our times have come here, but now they're gone. Which Blue Oyster Cult song opens with the following lyrics? All our times have come here, but now they're gone.
I think I know, but I'm not positive. But when you said the lyrics, what came to my mind was "All the skies are gray."
Isn't that the mamas and the papas thing?
It absolutely is.
See, I do know something.
You know something?
You know. Oh, I know what it is. Vin Diesel was in the movie called. I'm thinking of the movie Knockaround Guys. That's the one I'm thinking of. Vin Diesel. Not Reservoir Dogs. You seen that one, haven't you?
Need more cowbell.
You seen that one, haven't you, Buck?
Which one?
Knockaround Guys.
I don't think so.
Neither have I.
Really?
Really?
Do you guys have any guesses for the song?
Actually, Blue Oyster Cult.
You guys know better than I do. I don't know.
Do
you want me to read the question again?
Yeah, please.
Which Blue Oyster Cult song opens with the following lyrics? All our times have come here, but now they're gone.
I'm drawing a blank.
But now they're gone. The song is The Reaper, or Don't Fear the Reaper. Or sorry, Fear the Reaper, not Don't Fear the Reaper.
Okay.
No, wait, is it? Or is it Don't Fear the Reaper?
It's Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yeah, Don't Fear the Reaper.
And that came to mind, but I was like, nah, that can't be it. That was also the song that they had as the song in what is it? The Stand. The only one that I count. I don't count the one with Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay. It was also used in the show Supernatural. I used to watch Supernatural a lot. I missed the last couple seasons, but before that, I used to watch it all the time.
I watched a little bit of it
online and watch the rest of it if I want.
So Reservoir or Knockaround Guys had Vin Diesel, Seth Green, and Andy Davoli.
Did you say Seth MacFarlane?
Seth Green.
Oh, no, I'm not interested.
And it also had Dennis Hopper in it.
And Jody said, I can't even come up with a smart-ass alternative answer.
Seth MacFarlane.
I'm trying to remember the other one where the guys they were running a Ponzi scheme and that, and they were, oh, God, I can't think of the name of that movie.
Was it the one with The Rock?
I don't think he played that one in that one.
Okay.
It was like they were like trying to run a whole thing, and they had a building, and they had all these different people in that, and they were trying to keep ahead of the government or whatever from catching them.
Actually, speaking of a building, have you guys seen the movie The Game?
Recent movie or
No.
No. Probably mid-90s.
Sounds familiar.
yes, that with Michael Douglas.
Yep.
Yes,
Excellent movie. Excellent movie.
especially the end.
Yep. Cannot recommend that movie enough. So if you're not familiar with that, Howard, I would recommend The Game.
If I haven't seen it already, I don't know.
Yeah, just check it out on IMDb maybe, and then you might be able to tell if you've seen it or not.
I will not spoil the ending, but the ending is just a trip.
Yeah, 1997.
Oh, I just looked up The Game, and I got 2008.
Nope. Look for the 1997. Michael Douglas, got Sean Penn in it. Some other somewhat
I'm on
known names.
IDBM, and that's The Game. 1997. Okay, here we are.
Jody's just said something. Or
Yes,
drew something.
he said actually, I think Alec has a hold of him.
It's his ass. Oh. He's got a flat ass. Gotta stop picking that. Keep bleeding.
It's kind of funny. I've been playing Hogwarts. What is it? Legacy of Hogwarts, I think it is. I kind of recognize this area from the game. Oh, you know what? This has got to be the room of requirement. I do recognize it from the game. It's just got everything in it. Oh.
Oh, and I'm trying to think of a different movie now.
Okay.
Stop touching it.
I'm not touching nothing.
Oh, and touch it.
Don't touch me there. Ooh, we're up to 4 people.
Again?
Oh, should have said something. Scared him away.
You did.
I know what movie I was thinking of. The Sting.
That is an awesome movie.
Yeah. Robert Redford. Let me look that one up.
I haven't seen that in years. I have to see that again.
Yeah. 1973. Paul Newman, Robert Redford.
Yep. And the funny thing is, or I don't know, interesting thing about the entertainer from that,
Oh,
it is old enough that you can use it on YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
I was
I
gonna
have.
tell you, Buck.
What?
I was watching from For All Mankind, second season,
Yep.
and I found the guy. His name is Harold.
Jody, are you having keyboard issues?
He's writing an Aztec.
Harold.
Aztecing. He's making funny faces. Or
He is
it's
being
a cat. It's a cat.
abducted.
He's making cat.
Has Tori abducted your keyboard?
Anyways, you know who I'm talking about? Harold.
Maybe.
He's the guy that's ahead, like above Margot, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And took me a while.
Wait,
He's wearing glasses.
He's just doodling.
Have they? So
Well,
they haven't gotten. Have they gotten rid of Von Braun yet?
Oh, well, he wasn't around at all. That's his first season.
Okay.
Because I'm already at Jamestown 2, where they had like almost a dozen people and
Okay. You got to remember, Howard. It's been a while since I watched it the last time.
Molly, the one that's the
Yeah.
kind of a head asshole kind of woman.
Oh, she is awesome. I love Molly.
She goes and saves what the hell was his name? The guy that's
Luke Skywalker.
He flipped. Well, it starts with an L. I can't think.
Lionel Hutz.
Can't remember what the hell he was. The name of the guy was called. But she went out to save him because the solar flare had hit.
Oh yeah.
And it's all like vibrating across the moon and everything and that. And
Yep.
he's back and then but I just got to the point where Ed's sending back Gordo and Poole back up up to Jamestown, and Gordo's like having a fucking breakdown.
Yep.
Again.
Jody says Lee Majors. That's right. Lee Majors played an astronaut.
A man barely alive. He did a real good job as Colt Seavers.
Yes.
Fall
yes,
guy?
he did. The Fall Guy. That recent movie was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
It was. It's one of the few that was decent when they're for a remake of a 70s show.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Was it a 70s show or was it an 80s show? I think it was an 80s show.
Might have been.
Yeah, I think it was the 80s. There's a movie called For All Mankind. There's a couple of them actually.
Well, it is a famous quote. There's a plaque on the lander on the first when the first lunar lander landed. There's on the landing module that stays behind. There's a plaque on there and that has that on there.
Right.
I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Well, it was kind of sucky that Ed and his wife, they lost their son to brain hemorrhage from an accident, and then all of a sudden they've got a daughter. They must have adopted her then.
Well, wait. She's Chinese.
Yeah,
Think about it.
They adopted her.
Jody says, I'll have to watch it 80s.
And actually, she's not Chinese. She's Vietnamese.
Whatever. The other thing that I got me was I wanted to know where the girl that had come from Mexico, did she actually come back?
You'll see her.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think if she was the one, because I forgot what her name was. Was she the one that was on Skylab?
No.
Oh. Okay. I didn't think Margot was that bad, but maybe I guess you might see her as bad. But
I've seen the whole thing. So Margot is awesome most of the time.
But anyways, the one that gets, well, the guy that's played Harold, Okay, the actor that plays Harold. I kept looking at him, going, who the hell, where the hell did he play in? What was he playing in? What I know this guy. What is he reminds me of somebody, and he's playing kind of that same kind of style of a character. And it's just like kind of that know-it-all asshole. And I finally dawned on me when he took his glasses off. It's a goddamn idiot from CSI who played in the lab.
Oh, the doctor.
Huh? No,
You mean
he was the lab guy that did all the the analysis and stuff in CSI Las Vegas, the original.
Yeah.
The guy that plays Harold, and he was always kind of a know-it-all and kind of wanted. And finally, by the end of the series, he finally was able to get out and be a field tech and stuff, and that.
Well, that's interesting.
Hey,
They showed these with bag 25, but they weren't used.
All right.
But that is all there is to do tonight.
oh no!
We're on bag 25 out of 362.
Jody, are you the winner for the points in chat?
He should be.
He's the last man standing. Oh,
Yes. There's 4 people there.
Jody's like, I win.
Yeah. But
I win. What do I win? Nothing. Don't do
oopsie.
that.
It is a little bit resilient. I'll drop this piece. I don't remember how it was on there. We'll put it on like that. We'll change it if needed.
So I guess I've got to work on my next video.
But we got that. And we actually did. Wow, something
You're
is
dropping
rattling.
stuff. Oh, it's not finished now. You broke it.
And Jody says, have a good night, guys. You too, Jody.
Whatever it is, it's not falling out, so it's fine. But we built this entire thing today. Not too bad. And that's it for tonight. I appreciate, let's see, we got 4 people still here. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much, as well as Howard and Ken. Appreciate you guys dropping in. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of any time we post new content. Howard, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Like and subscribe.
How about you, Ken? Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Split tapered welded box construction type.
Very cool. And instead of running through all of the streaming that goes on every week, I mentioned this at the beginning. I have a new outro. Pause the outro if you want to see when people are streaming. Unfortunately, sorry, Jody, you are not listed on there because I don't know when for sure you're streaming. Shoot me a message so I can add you to it. And anybody from HTM, if you want a copy of this thing, let me know. I will find a way to get it to you. With that, I am calling it a night. Thanks for watching, folks, and we will see you next time.
Hey, Lumpy.